Hello friends, I again welcome you on my YouTube channel. Today friends, we would like to study notice a short composition which is included in 11th and 12th classes CBSE board. So without wasting the time, we start our topic and we know about this notice, what notice is and what are its characteristics, etc. So first we study about notice. What notice is? The first question that comes in our mind after getting this word notice. Notice, simply we can say notice is a written or printed information or an announcement. So we can say that it is written information or an announcement. It may be an information and announcement. It may be written or it may be printed. So what notice is? Notice is simply handwritten information or printed information or a type of announcement which is meant to reach certain people, which is meant to reach certain people. This certain is very important to understand about notices, because we are saying that notice is meant to reach certain person. Why we didn't write this uncertain people? Because notice is specially designed to disseminate the information or announcement to a particular group of people. It may be for school, it may be for an institute, or it may be for a department where so many people are working. So notice is meant to reach certain people. Now I tell you about this certain or uncertain people. Notice is information and an announcement, but there are so many things. Circular is also a type of announcement, or it is also an information. Like the same way, advertisement is also a type of information, or it is an announcement. Then what's the difference between notice and circular? What's the difference between notice and an advertisement? Now we come to the point. Notice and circular. Notice can be compared to circular as far as disseminating of information and announcement is concerned. What circular is? When we circulate the news, when we circulate the information from one person to another person with the help of a certain person, that type of information is announcement is called circular. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर हम एक इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं, उस इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर एक पियन आता है और वो क्या करता है, फ्रॉम वन पर्सन टू अनदर वो जाके इंफॉर्मेशन उनको डिलीवर करता है कि ये इंफॉर्मेशन वो उनसे साइन करवाता है. वो क्या होता है, एक आदमी होता है और वो हर एक बंदे के पास जाता है और जो कुछ भी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है वो उनको डिसएमिनेट करता हुआ जाता है. तो वो होता है सर्कुलर. और नोटिस क्या होता है? नोटिस इज ऑल्सो एन इंफॉर्मेशन और अनाउंसमेंट, बट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन सर्कुलर एंड नोटिस इज दैट सर्कुलर इज सर्कुलेटेड फ्रॉम वन पर्सन टू अनदर by a certain person, whereas notice is always pasted on the notice board. That is the difference between notice and circular. As far as advertisement and notices are concerned, what is the difference between advertisement and notice? Notice is meant to reach certain people. But on the other hand, advertisement has a large area to cover. Advertisement has a large area to cover, or in other words, we can say that advertisement is for uncertain people. We cannot count the people, but in notice we can find out how many people are going to get the information that we would like to share with the help of that notice. So advertisement has a large area to cover, although advertisement also has an information or announcement, but notice is pasted on the notice board and advertisement is not pasted at a particular place. And if it is pasted at a particular place, then it has also a large area. For example, if we paste an advertisement at the railway station to give some information or an announcement, it may be an advertisement, because at railway station you will find so many people come there. But if you give an information to a particular school, then you can find out that only limited students are there, limited people are working there. That is the difference between notice and advertisement. Now we come to know what are the characteristics of notices. As far as its characteristics are concerned, we for simplification of the notice, we divide notice into three parts: upper part, middle part, and lower part. Upper part, middle part, and lower part. For simplification, we divide notice into three parts: upper part, middle part, and lower part. Now we turn by turn study what is written in the upper part, what is written in the middle part, what is written in the lower part. As far as upper part is concerned, first of all, we are supposed to write down the name of the institute or the school where notice is going to be pasted. Name of institute or school or community. Second, we are supposed to write down the word notice. Third, date, month, year. Fourth, title of notice. This date can be written after the title of the notice. It is an optional. These three things, excluding date time, these are to be written in the center of the page. Name of the institute or school, notice, and title of the notice. These are supposed to be written in the center of the page. As far as date is concerned, you are supposed to write down the date in this corner of the page. Now come to the middle part. In middle part, that is most important, or you can say the body part of notice. Body part of notice. In this body part of notice, we have three main points. First, date, time, place, or if there is any last date. If there is any last date, then we are supposed to write down this. These are only three things which we must keep in our mind while framing the body part of the notice. Lower part. In lower part, you are supposed to write down only two things. First, name of the issuing authority. Name of issuing authority. And in second, designation of that particular person who is issuing the notice. These two things are supposed to be written by you. So upper part, middle part and lower part. In these three parts, always keep in mind this notice must contain 50 or less than 50 words. It shouldn't exceed 50 words. It must be written within 50 words. Now I would like to give a demo of how notice is written. For example, if we are to write down a notice about a cultural program of a school, then how will you frame notice? First of all, in the question you will be given the name of the school. You are supposed to write down the name of the institute or the school of which it is related. Oxford School. Here in center you are supposed to write down notice. After that you can write down date, time and month. 12th April 2020. And after that you are supposed to write down the title of that notice. What was the title? What was the information? Information was cultural program. Cultural program. And after that you are supposed to write down nothing. It is hereby notified to all the students that. Now after this you are supposed to write down the three things which I mentioned earlier. First, time, place and date. If there is any last date, you have also to mention that date. Time. Cultural program is going to be organized in the school at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. whatever the timing is. Place. The program will be organized in the school auditorium. It will be organized at any other place like this. Date. On which date this program is going to be celebrated. And if any last date. For example, if there is any cultural program, if cultural program are there in the schools, then definitely students will have to prepare themselves for that particular celebration. That's why you can give the last date. Last date for what? Last date, for example, if a cultural program is going to be organized on 25th of this month, then you can mention that all the students who are willing to participate in this cultural fiesta and cultural program, they must submit their name within 2 or 3 days, like this. These are the things which we are to mention in the body part of the notice. And after that you will have to write down the name of the issuing authority. In the question you will be it will be given that you are the principal, you are the cultural secretary, you are the music teacher, or like this. So if you are the principal, then write down the name of principal. If you are cultural secretary, write down the name of XYZ, like this. Or Mohan is the name of that particular person. And after that, this is the name of the issuing authority, and after that you have to give the designation of that particular person. He is the cultural secretary. After writing notice, you are supposed to put this notice in a box. This is the format of a notice. It shouldn't exceed 50 words. Within 50 words you are supposed to write this notice. You are supposed not to mention many things, just mention time, place and date in the notice. That's all for today. In the next lecture we will discuss other short composition. Thanks.